What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. Of course, this is TWA Motorsports, and today we are going to talk about the new vehicle that I bought. Now, I told you guys that I wasn't going to buy another vehicle. I know I said that, but I've always wanted one of these, so I jumped on it. It was relatively cheap, and we'll talk about it here in a minute. And no, I know a lot of you guys have said, I posted in the community section with a couple pictures, or a couple teaser pictures, and a couple of you said, like, Lamborghini. No, I have always wanted one of those. It is not a Lamborghini. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. That is something I always have wanted, and one of these days will own. It's just been a dream car of mine. I just love those cars. So one of these days, maybe. One of these days. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys kind of what was going on up top here. I generally don't like to do this, but there was really no, I try to hide stuff that I'm kind of like doing so you guys don't get like, you know, a sneak peek of the video before it happens. But I have been working on the suspension on the Tahoe, and it's looking good, but there was no way to hide this, obviously, because I couldn't move it anywhere. Anyway, you guys will be seeing a video on that very, very soon. It is getting worked on. Wife's car, it really needs cleaned up. We took it somewhere last night, and there's bugs all over the front, and it's been raining, and today it's like 95 degrees. It's gonna be ridiculously hot. So I think I'm gonna wait till later on this afternoon to wash that. But the white truck, the daily driver, the thing that I said I was gonna daily drive, obviously I listed for sale, and it's still here, and we bought another vehicle. So this one is for sale. I'm gonna get rid of it. I posted it for sale in the community section. Had a couple interested people, but nobody showed up. But it's been a great truck, guys. I honestly, and I'm gonna keep daily driving it until it sells. The only issue that I've had here lately, and I'm gonna show you guys a video on that as well, but if you could see underneath, it is dripping water. And the reason being is because the water pump is bad. And so I am gonna be replacing the water pump. I already ordered the water pump. The downside is it came in, but I always like to replace the thermostat at the same time, and I'm waiting on the thermostat. So it's supposed to be here tomorrow, which won't really matter in this video, but I am gonna show you guys me replacing that. I'm also gonna do an oil change while I do that, and because it's due for an oil change. But anyway, great truck. That's the only issue I've had with it, and honestly, it really isn't an issue. I just noticed the other day that the thermostat, or the temp gauge, went up a little bit. Didn't get into hot, but it was higher than it normally was, so I checked it and it was low, and I've noticed it was leaking. So I've just been making sure it's topped off with water before I leave. But you guys have seen me do a couple things of this. I've had a couple people ask about it, like I said, but you know, it's not perfect. This thing has dings and scratches in it. You can see the big ding in the door. And but you guys saw me put wheels and mirrors, and we did the interior cleaning, and we put the new console in it. And honestly, like I said, it's been a great truck, and I'm going to continue to drive this thing until it actually sells. So I don't think we'll probably do anything else as far as, like, I don't think I'm going to do any other mods to it. And I don't know, unless mechanically, or if I just got something laying around I want to put on it just to make a quick video for you guys. I don't think you'll be seeing much of that. But let's go around back, because I know you guys tuned in to see what I bought and try to figure out. I know a lot of you guys have guessed, and I've put up a couple pictures, but let's go back here. It's parked in the back, and no, you'll see that the Saab's still back here. I haven't got rid of it. I've had a couple people that have asked about it, but man, trying to sell something like that Saab is kind of tough. It's just a really weird market. Not a lot of people are looking for those, so it's really kind of one of those things they just have to see, and it's cheap enough so they buy it. But anyway, this is what we bought. Now, I've talked about this several times, guys, that I've wanted one of these, and you guys know that when I went to pick up the Tahoe, I used my buddy's dually, and I just really didn't have a reason to have I don't really have a reason to have a brand new dually. And especially like his is four-wheel drive and a diesel, and I did not want a diesel, and I didn't want a four-wheel drive, and I didn't want to spend that kind of money to buy a brand new one. So this is what I found, and I love it. I absolutely love I think this thing is going to look awesome slammed, because you guys know that we're going to lower it. Some different wheels, and you guys will see this project come together. It's not going to be a really drawn out project, because there's not a whole lot I want to do other than lowering it and putting wheels on it. Maybe addressing the turn signals and lights and stuff like that, but little stuff, not a big blow apart project. It's a little bit harder to lower than stuff that I've dealt with in the past, as far as like the axles are really heavy. So I'm probably going to use a buddy of mine to help me do some welding on this, because I am not a welder. I can weld, but I feel more comfortable with the guy who welds all the time doing it. But anyway, 2004 Chevy 3500 dually. It's two-wheel drive. Now, guys, when I was looking for one of these, I really wanted a 6-liter. I wanted a 6-liter and a 4L80 and a 2-wheel drive, but I could not find one of those. This one is not a diesel. I did not want a diesel whatsoever. I wanted gas. It is an 8.1 with an Allison transmission. Now, while that's not my favorite setup, and I know what you guys are thinking, man, this thing's gonna be a gas hog, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I actually bought this thing about 2.5, 3 hours from my house in Kansas City, and it did okay on the way home. I think it got like 15 on the highway, which I honestly was really surprised, because everything I've read about these things and people I've talked to, and ones even I've driven in the past, just got terrible mileage. But as far as the body, guys, trying to find one of these trucks that's not just beat up is really, really tough, because people buy these things and they use them for work trucks. So they're throwing stuff in and out of them. They put flatbeds on them and they're just beat up. This one was actually used to haul vehicles, and so the mileage is kind of high. And sorry if you guys are catching some wind, it's getting kind of breezy on me. I do have something on my mic, but sometimes you still catch the wind. But anyway, this thing was driven to haul cars, and so it doesn't have like the abuse that like a farm truck one would have. And a lot of times farmers buy a 4-wheel drive one, but I was just really happy with no rust on the rockers, which is really hard to find, especially in this style truck. And you guys, I've kind of grown really fond of the cat-eyed front end. When I really wasn't a fan of it, but ever since I've had the white truck, I've really kind of grown to love the look of the front of these. And so as far as, it's not loaded up with a bunch of stuff. It has it's a power window truck, it's a power seat truck, it has a steering wheel, radio controls, but the interior is in really good shape. I haven't cleaned it or anything. I'm going to. You can see a couple stains on the carpet, but this is going to be way easier to clean than like the tan and the white truck. It just hides more, you know, the darker colors hide more. But really nice truck and runs great. I had no issues whatsoever on the way home from Kansas City with it. It drove great. Now, as far as the body goes, like I said, there's no rust. There are a couple dings. You can see the one right here in the, I don't know what happened here. I don't know if they were loading a trailer or something, but I'll have that fixed. My paint guy can make pretty quick work of that, I think. And the cool thing is I think he can just paint this piece. So I don't know if he'll have to blend into the door. He may have to, but we are gonna fix that. Other than that, there is a kind of a, I don't know if you guys can see this here, but it's got a little bit of a ding, and it didn't come out to the bed, but it's just, I don't know, we'll see what we can do with that as well. But other than that, it needs buffed, and it's got one little door ding here, which the paint marks here, that'll all buff off. It'll come pretty clean. But I'm pretty happy with it, guys. It does have an aftermarket set of wheels on it. It's got almost brand new tires on it. It's got a set of 19-inch, I think they're like AMC or KMC wheels, and those will not be stained. But it also has, I don't know if you guys saw on the back, it does have a hitch for a fifth wheel, which I'll probably never own a fifth wheel trailer. I do have a trailer, but it's not a fifth wheel. It might be nice to have, but I don't know, guys. I'm super excited about this because I have always wanted a slam dually, and you guys know that we're gonna slam this thing. You know it's gonna get some different wheels. I don't have a big plan, like I said, about blowing this thing apart and doing crazy stuff, but tinted windows lowered, different wheels, and just a few cleanup things, you know, and I'm going to drive the crap out of this. It'll be nice to haul stuff around, like when the Tahoe goes to paint, if I end up taking the motor out of it before it goes to paint, if I want to go buy a car somewhere and my wife's not available, it just gives me more freedom to pick stuff up. Now, I could put a trailer behind the white truck, but it just doesn't look as cool, guys. It's just not as cool as a dually. Let's pop the hood and take a look under there. We'll start it up too. It does have a little bit of an exhaust rattle. I think that it's loose on one side. You can kind of hear it rattling back there. But sounds good, runs great, good oil pressure. Like I said, it does have kind of high mileage. It's like a 200,000 mile truck, but it's kind of hard to tell from the outside. It's in such good shape other than those few little things that I showed you. But let's take a look under here if I can get it open with one hand. Now here it is, 8100. And like I said, I really wanted the 6-liter, but this one runs great. And for how long, I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about these because I haven't done a whole lot with them, but from people that I've talked to that have had them, they say they really run good. So the only thing mechanically I would like to do is this thing has a big, huge fan, and it's manual. I would love to put a set of electric fans on it. I honestly think between that and maybe just a tune-up, I might be able to get a little better mileage out of it. And I don't know, we'll see. And then you can tell the headlights are actually in decent shape, so I may just replace the side markers, or I may replace them both. We'll just have to see. And as you can see, my truck is still out here. Haven't got rid of it yet. I have taken some more parts off of it. The engine is out. It is up on the stand. Obviously you can see the saw back here. I feel like I'm creating a salvage yard, but hey, we're gonna get rid of some stuff at some point. Hopefully the white truck will sell, hopefully the Saab will sell, and then I want to do a power window swap, so that's why I'm keeping the pewter Silverado around. But let me know what you guys think. I think that if you're following this channel already, I think that you're probably going to be pretty excited about this, because I know a lot of you guys have really liked the cat-eyed Chevy, so the white truck up front. I think you guys are going to like this truck. I think it'll be something that will be a cool little daily driver, or even if I don't daily drive it, I think I'll probably split time between this and the green truck once the green truck motor is in. I think you guys will dig this. And so it's one of those things that I've always wanted, and it wasn't really expensive. I think I paid like 90 or 9,000 bucks. That's what I paid, $9,000 for this truck. I don't think that was the greatest deal out there, but for my area, trying to find one that wasn't completely beat up, I think it's a decent deal. Like I said, I don't think it's like, I didn't steal it. That's for sure. But like I said, go down in the comments, guys. Let me know what you think of this. Do you think it's going to be a cool build? What do you guys want to see on it? I kind of have in my mind what I'm going to be doing, but let me know what you guys want to see. And well, if you like this video, guys, I know it was a quick one, but if you do like this video, like always, please smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are not subscribed, you have to get subscribed, because we are going to be doing a ton of stuff here. I know I keep just adding stuff to the pile, but there's going to be some exciting stuff happening. I will tell you that. There's some exciting stuff to come. So go down, hit that subscribe button, make sure you ring that bell icon, and well, stay tuned to see what we work on, or hopefully not buy next.